Guys, welcome to my recreate Sonam Kapoor, one of the functions look. So I asked you guys on Instagram which look you would like to see. It would like Sangeet look or the Mehndi look, but you guys said that you would like to see the Mehndi look or the Sangeet look. So I'm gonna present you that look only. So if you want to know that look, then keep on watching. And this primer is supposed to give you like the blurry effect, or it is supposed to blur the basically imperfections on your face. And the primer, as you can see, the dewy finish in it, oh, for which I live. So I'm gonna just massage it all over my face, and I have used actually a very generous amount of this primer. You don't need this much amount. With this BH Cosmetic Concealer Patting Brush, I'm gonna use this Obsessed Orange lipstick by the Color Bar Cosmetics, and I'm gonna use it to like color correct my eyes. You can use any color corrector palette, but I'm using this because I don't have one. I have ordered like one, but it hasn't reached on time, and I wanted to film it earlier. So here I am with the orange lipstick, and I'm gonna use this under my eyes, around my mouth, on my forehead, and I'm gonna blend it like I'm gonna totally blend it into my skin so that there would be no like it should not sit on the top of my skin. It should be like skin and the lipstick should be like one. So you need to blend it like perfectly. Yes, I'm gonna blend it, and actually I'm talking with my friend also, so please don't mind. And we are blending, 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 because blending is the key, honey. By the way, do stretch your skin around the mouth or from where you can do it, because that way the blending process would be like much better. Now I'm going to use this to Makeup Forever and NYX foundation and mix them, and I'm not going to use brush for blend. I am dabbing or tapping motion onto my skin so that the color corrector or the orange color is not dragged, or it should not actually shift. So you just have to give these dabbing motions so that like your foundation and your color corrector stands like differently. And then with that flat end which I just showed you guys, I'm gonna do this like blending on my forehead. This sponge is like a multicolor, multi usable or type of sponge, and we'll do with this concealer which is from Maybelline Fit Me range. I'm gonna conceal those bad boys under my eyes. I'm gonna conceal generously. I'm taking actually a large amount of concealer around my eyes because Sonam was really flawless around her eyes and forehead and everything. So I'm gonna use this concealer all over the bridge of my nose and like on the forehead, on around my mouth. And I'm gonna actually wait for like 5 to 10 seconds so that the concealer sets in the skin, and then I'm gonna start. I started blending obviously, so I'm now blending it inside my skin so that it mixes with the foundation and shows one color of the skin. And with this color right here, I'm gonna take this BH Cosmetics brush, and I am gonna just set my concealer because concealer tends to crease like so early, and I have like a great like creasing under my eyes. So we're going with this brush first, sorry, this color first, or this step first. Now with this airspun powder, I'm gonna, okay, that was too much. I didn't expect it. That was my first time using it directly on the face, and I actually kind of liked it because it is matching my skin tone. It was like a vanilla shade. I got it like by chance. I ordered some. I thought it was some other color, but we got it and it worked. Now with the MAC fixing spray, I'm gonna fix all that makeup. I'm not into fixing sprays, but for this look I just wanna be flawless, and I'm not gonna wait that fixing spray to set in my skin. Instead, I'm gonna use this Morphe sponge, and I'm gonna tap that everything inside the skin and make them look one. And this with this Maybelline Fashion Brow, I'm gonna brush my like brows first, and I'm gonna make my brows just like the Sonam one, thick and bold and heavy. She was like very flat and bold with her brows, so I'm gonna do the same, which took me actually a lot of time. do the brows. Like we're going to be heavy on every part of brow, like on in the front as well as on the tail. She was like very bold with the brows. She didn't have the pointy tail which like we are used to, like those Instagram brows. So we are used to those brows. She didn't have that brows. So since I had just one practice round on my right brow, so I'm now going actually very much faster, and I'm going thicker on the like left brow, and you can see how thick my brows are going. So I was getting bored, so I just thought of doing some actions like these, so please don't mind. And I was simultaneously talking and talking and talking, just thinking a video only is like a boring thing, so I keep on talking and making these brows. So you can see that how much extra effort those brows took to like be. So now I'm gonna take this MAC Painterly pot and I'm gonna paint on my eyelid so that we have one color, so that the pigments of my eyeshadow shows up and any kind of discoloration doesn't show up, and the shadows stay for a longer time. Obviously that's the key. I'm gonna go with this nude palette and I'm gonna set those like eyelids which I use that MAC Painterly pot, and I'm gonna set those like eyelids. I'm just gonna dusting a little bit of powder. I'm not going like too thick with the powder, just one layer. And now with this Morphe brush this side, I'm just gonna tap a little bit of powder on the outer side of my eye so that there are no fallouts from the like palette, and if there are fallouts, they should be manageable. So I'm just gonna do like with this color from the Morphe into Chocolate palette. I'm just gonna do this crease color or the transition color, whatever you say that. I'm just gonna blend that transition or crease color. This is like the very basic and very important step, like for the blending of any type of the eyeshadow. Be very patient and consistent with your crease color. That is how your eyeshadow will stay for long. The Amazon brush with which I use the crease color, and now I'm going to use the Sigma brush to dab or place the black color. That black color on the outer sides or the outer corner of my eye. Nothing on the brush, like from the other end. I'm gonna take it to in the inside or the inner side of the eye, and with this again Amazon brush, I'm just gonna dab, or I'm just gonna blend everything. I'm actually blending this browns and blacks together so that there are no harsh lines and it will be flawless. Again, I'm gonna go with the loose powder. That's the same Airspun 40 loose powder which I use for setting my face. That was actually a good powder, can be used for multiple purposes. So I'm just gonna use this powder to like again sharpen that wing which I have created. So now I'm gonna go with this Nika IM 24/7 eye kohl, and I'm gonna line my waterline with this kajal. And I am actually placing a generous amount. Sonam didn't have that generous amount. I realized it after some time, and then I was like, I will tell you in the video only that just use one line. I used a little bit more. It's okay. But I'm going to use this brown. I'm using this brown color right here. I'm taking the brown color from the Kat Von D palette also, like this, which is the contour shade, and I'm mixing it with this Maybelline shade also. Now I'm going to take this shimmery shade. I'm just going to dab it on the inner side of my eye. I'm just gonna place it. I'm not going to blend it or doing something with that. Now I'm gonna do my wings. Sonam has just a simple outlining of eye and a small wing on the outer corner, obviously, which obviously make the Asian eyes or Indian eyes so beautiful. I like how wings make a big difference in the eye look. So it's like very hard for me to do the wing today, so I'm just doing this off screen, so sorry. So, and now I'm gonna just set those eyebrows. I forgot to set them. By the way, I'm using this ColourPop eyebrow gel, which is like white in color. This is the only thing I didn't like in the gel. Else the brush is actually very small. I can actually use it for like the smallest area. Now I'm just gonna take off that loose powder which I used earlier, and I'm just gonna blend it on my forehead and under the eye area. Now with this contour shade from Kat Von, I'm just gonna dab. Sonam has a very little, like very light contour of on her face, but she obviously had the contour, and my cheeks are kind of carved, so I'm not gonna go very harsh with the contour. Just one dab, and then I'm gonna contour or bronze, whatever you say it. But I'm gonna bronze my cheeks, my forehead, as well as my jawline, which I didn't do here, but I'm gonna do it later. So I'm gonna just contour everything. And now with the contouring done, I'm gonna take the other end of the brush, sorry, and then I'm just gonna soften it up, because obviously Sonam had a very light contour. Sonam contoured her nose also, so I am kind of copying her. Obviously, we are recreating her look. So I am actually very light contour, not gonna go like too heavy with any of the contours, because her makeup was kind of subtle and it was skin like or a natural makeup, but the natural makeup obviously requires some effort, girl. So now I'm gonna go with this color right here, and I'm gonna use my BH Cosmetic brush, and I'm gonna highlight the bridge of my nose, because the sides need to be contoured, and this highlight makes the more nose pop more. And now I'm gonna take loose powder. I'm just gonna carve my cheeks a little bit, because I think there's like nothing differentiating my like bronzer, like contour, and the rest of the cheek. So I'm just little bit of like sharpening of contour is going on here. And now with the brush, I'm gonna take all the thing off, and I'm gonna use this Maybelline Color Show blush in Fresh Color. It's actually, I think this is the same blush which Sonam used, and she actually went very generous with her blush. So I'm gonna go actually it's too much for me. So I'm gonna be very generous with the blush, because it's the blush and the highlighter which I was able to see on her face in like a good amount. So we are going to go heavy with the brush, and with this Mary Luminizer highlighter, which is actually a very skin color highlighter. This brush is, by the way, from Ginger by Lifestyle. So I'm gonna use this brush to like highlight the high points of my face. So I'm not gonna highlight everything, I'm just gonna highlight my cheekbones, and that too minimal or subtle type of highlight. I'm not gonna go overboard, which is like not my thing, but again we're gonna do. So this lipstick Manai is from my Glam Ego box. So I'm gonna use it because it was like a very natural color which Sonam used on her lips, and it has like kind of a pinky tone in it and very skin like it was a very little color on the lips. So I'm taking it in a very small quantity. So we're gonna use just small quantity. So that is it with the whole look, guys. You can just see how I am looking, and you can comment in the comment section.
This is the final look I came up with. Sonam has gone with a very subtle look, but that subtle look also doesn't come with like no products or minimal products. Your product has to be minimized, but you have to use every product to look that subtle. I didn't have that white suit, so I'm going with this red suit or sari type of thing. You cannot see beneath it, but it's a dupatta only. So this is what my version of creating Sonam look was. I went with this bun, but you can also open your hair. I'm gonna open it, and I'm gonna show you the other style of wrapping your hair. This is like the other option. I braided the hair and just kept the rest of my hair open. So that's the final look, guys. The look which Sonam did on her Mehndi ceremony. I hope you guys like this look, and if you like the look, do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel right here, and press that notification bell with that like subscribe button, and be a part of the family. And tell me if you want to have any other looks also. Do comment that you like the look or not. So that is it with makeup, and I'll meet you in my next video. Bye.